Good morning, church family. Last day of the fast. We'll be breaking our fast today after the service. I'm believing for great things today in the service. Make sure that you're here, 8:30 and 11. We're going to be having a great time in the Lord. I hope pray that you had a phenomenal results from this fast. But favor comes when we fast. When we do what God's called us to do, when we do what God asks us to do, favor comes. And I'm believing for a supernatural breakthrough for you. Just like it came for the folks in Nineveh. In Jonah chapter 3 verse 10, here's what the Bible says. When God saw what they did and how they turned from their evil ways, He had compassion and did not bring upon them the destruction that He threatened. It's interesting, isn't it? That in this verse, it doesn't say God's response came as a result of their prayer, but it came as a result from them turning from their evil ways. But that's what prayer and fasting does. It causes us to get in alignment with God, and it causes us to turn from our evil ways. God does not separate our prayer life from our practical life. So, see, the Jews in Isaiah's day didn't mind the religious services. They didn't mind the practices. But they didn't live those godly principles outside of their everyday life. That's why they had no response from their prayer and from their fasting. I pray that as we have began this year with 21 days of prayer and fasting, I pray that you didn't just make it a religious thing that you did, but it is a relation thing that you did, which was sacrificing yourself so that you could get to know Jesus a little better. See, the Pharisees look very spiritual too, but they had the same problem. They didn't practice what they preached. All the fasting in the world wouldn't help. And God's favor falls on the broken, on the repentant, and God falls on the humble, on the one that is burdened, that is so burdened that food and other things take a back seat for their passion for God, and it doesn't take the precedent, it takes a back seat. The Ninevites found favor in God's eyes, and God spared their destruction. And I love what Watchman Nee said. He said, I've never met a soul who has set out to satisfy the Lord and has not been satisfied himself. What a word. God said in Isaiah, then you will call on the Lord, and He will answer. You will cry for help, and He will say, here I am. Man, I believe that God has answered you through this prayer. I'm looking for so many miracles and so many testimonies through this fast, and we want to hear about them. We want you to comment online, comment on your focus card. Let us know what God has done. When was the last time that you wanted a touch of God so badly that food and anything else were unimportant? Hopefully it was this last 21 days. And I hope it continues in your life. I'm looking forward to a great service. I hope to see you there. God bless you and congratulations for completing this fast. I love you. Blessings.